Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the third day of our 5-day comprehensive G Suite training. I am Jay De Vera and I will be your moderator for this afternoon. Kumusta po ang lahat? We hope nakapagpahinga po tayo nitong weekend para na may ready-ready tayo today sa ating session. Alright, so just like on our second day, let's first have a recap of our topic last Friday. Let us know kung ano ang key takeaways or aha moments ninyo about Google Sheets. Pwede po ninyo i-comment sa chat box. Okay. So, sino po kaya ang una mag-share?
Yan, may echo pa
Pa po ba? Alright. Okay, please share your learnings po from our last session. Ayan. Okay, so meron pong isa from the key. From Mr. Mike De La Paz, concatenate sounds so cool. From Miss Amor Baguio, explore button makes available tables and charts based on the data given. Alright, tama po yan. Okay, so I think okay na po ang audio ko. Thank you so much. Miss Joanna Marie Samaniego, napadali ang pag-uppercase at lowercase. Thanks, Habi. Okay. Siguro po dati, minamano-mano natin yun, no? Sino pang next? Yes, sabi ni Miss Joanna, no need to retype the data, just use the formula. Tama. Mr. Nicandro Pedro, last session was full of info, but we learned how to use code text in spreadsheet and drag it to cells. No need to retype. Napapadali po talaga ni Google Sheets yung trabaho natin. And I hope magamit po natin ito, lalo na po sa darating po na pasukan, no? Mr. Ariel Pactoranan, maganda po yung Google Translate. Yes, I agree. And last, Mr. Michael Alfred Monasterio, quite useful and very informative. To be honest, I learned a lot and enjoyed the webinar, especially Serbian was very thorough and wasn't rushing, so I was able to follow all instructions clearly. Thanks. Ayan. So thank you everyone. Thank you very much for sharing your learnings from our day 2 session. And we hope that you'll also learn a lot today, specifically about Google Slides and Google Jamboard. So simulan na natin. Tawagin na po natin ang ating resource person. Let us all welcome Mr. Bien Basal. Sir Bien?
Sige. So, set up po natin. Okay po. So, for day 3 of our 5-day comprehensive G Suite training, hello. Pa-comment muna po, meron po ba akong audio o wala sa inyo? Meron po ba akong audio? Pa-comment po ng may audio. Ayun, meron naman. Sige po. May mga nakakarinig po, meron po atang hindi. Yan, gusto ko muna pong ma-check muna po. Yan, okay na po. Merong audio. Okay, sige po. Thank you. Yan. So again, I will go back to my presentation slide na po. Yan. How about my screen? Kita po yung aking screen? Yan. So for day 3, okay. So nung second day natin, ang ating focus po nun is more on Google Sheets. So one day po tayo nag-focus doon. We explored po yung mga part po ng functions and formula. Yan. And I hope you enjoyed po yung part na yun nung ating discussion po nung last, that is Friday last week. Yan. Okay, so today is day 3. Oops. Day 3 of 5. Okay. So for day 3, this will be our outline for today's discussion po. Okay, at the end of the training, participants should be able to define Google Slides and create open presentation, add, modify, and delete slides, how to add theme, add format and remove media. So basically those are images, shapes, and video. How to add transition, add element animation, navigate the presenter mode, and add speaker notes. Okay, that is for the Google slide topic later. Okay, but before I proceed to this topic, I want to use for discussion po. Okay, yan. So ito po siya. So we have here Google Jamboard. Okay. So for Google Jambord, Jambord is an interactive whiteboard developed by Google. Okay. So hindi ko po nakabit yung logo dito ng Jambord. Okay. So if you want to discuss something po sa inyong class, okay, another thing po, especially if you want to annotate, okay, if you want to annotate po sa inyo pong screen, you can use Jamboard po kasi Jamboard is a interactive whiteboard. Okay, so papakita ko po sa inyo. Unahin ko muna po dito. So, to access po your Jamboard, just type your jamboard.google.com. That is the easiest way. Now, Jamboard is not too complex to use. Okay, it's very easy, very simple. It's just a whiteboard. Okay, interactive whiteboard. In my case, since I also do graphic design, I have actually my own graphic tablet. Yun yung ginagamit, that's the one that I used before when I was discussing day 1 and day 2 topics. I'm using my graphic tablet to annotate sa screen ko. But if you don't have a graphic tablet, it's okay. Okay? So if I will type jamboard.google.com, okay, again, Jambord is an interactive whiteboard. Okay, so again, for those who are listening now sa YouTube, good afternoon po sa inyong lahat, and I hope you got something po sa ating discussion today. Okay, ayan. So I'm now inside of this Google Jamboard work area or ecosystem. Okay, so here in the upper right portion, we have here Jamboard. Okay, and we have here some links for you to understand more what is Jamboard. Okay, and here I have my recent jams. Okay, now if you navigate here, sa lower right portion, we have here the plus icon. Okay? This plus icon is the one that you need to click if you want to create a new jam. Okay? So, yeah. So if I will click this, okay, click. Let's wait. So it's loading now. Loading. Okay. Yan. So, I have here now my interactive whiteboard. So, this is Google Jamboard. So, same with other Google application. The first thing that you need to do is to assign a name of your Jamboard. Okay? Now, for those who have issues on accessing Jamboard today, maybe you're using a G Suite account and possibly you have your admin lock your access to your Google Jamboard. Okay? Currently, I'm using a free account para wala po, so that I don't have any limitation, because I need to discuss this topic to you. If I will use my education account, G Suite for education, I will have also a problem. I will encounter a problem on how to access Google Jamboard. Okay? So if you want to explore this, my advice is for you to create your own Gmail account for you to practice muna. Okay? Yan. So after you click the plus sign, yan, untitled jam, I can now type here, for example, let's say topic on biology. Okay? Biology, second year, section gold. Just an example. Okay? So you can type your jam name or your Google Jamboard file name. Okay? Click OK. I will zoom out. So now I have here my name. Okay? Now let's explore now the interface of this Google Jamboard. Now here on top we have here 1:1. Basically this is your page or frame. We call this as frame. Some user of Jamboard, they use this as page. Okay? So now we only have one page. Okay? So you can click this so that you can expand and you can see it in thumbnail view. Okay? So you can add another page or click another page. So I have now 3 pages for my Jamboard. Okay? So I will click here, first page. So if you have these pages, you have here 3 dots. Okay? What you can do here is if you click these 3 dots, you can actually duplicate that frame or page, or you can delete. Okay? So I will repeat again the procedure. Okay? So again, if you want to, so I will go back to my Jamboard, jambord.google.com. So this will be your first thing that you need to type. Okay? After typing this, you will see all your Jamboard created. Okay? For starters, of course, if this is your first time, you will not see anything here. Okay? So, if you want to create new Jamboard, just click here, plus sign, and just wait for our Jamboard to load. Okay. So again, going back here, if you want to add another frame, just click this expand frame bar. You can add another page, 3rd page, and so on. It's up to you. Okay? So again, Jamboard is an interactive whiteboard. So I will click here, first frame, then I will go down here in my tools, here, left side. I have here pen. Okay? So if you click this one, pen, you have here several options like pen, marker, highlighter, brush that you can use to annotate here in your Jamboard screen. You can also choose your color. Let's say I want to use blue. Okay, I will use pen. Then I can now start writing here. Okay. Now I'm just using my mouse. This hello. Okay. Hello Jamboard. So what else? Okay, so you can explore different types of writing tools here. We have here marker. That's the marker. You can use, for example, highlighter and check the difference, okay, the effect. And we have here paintbrush. Okay, my monitor is too bright. Okay, okay, so that is your Jamboard. Now if I need to transfer to another page, another clean page, all I have to do is click this next frame, and I have here my new page. Okay, so for example, my topic is, oops, I will use pen, say biology. Okay, okay, so what else? What are the things that you can do here in Jamboard? You can, of course, erase. You can erase the text. If you have graphic pen, okay, if you have graphic pen, that will be much easier if you want to annotate in your screen. Okay, Jamboard is free. Okay, Jamboard is free, but the problem is if you're using your school account, the G Suite account from your school, you need your admin to allow you to use your Jamboard. Okay, because admin can restrict some of the applications in G Suite. Okay, okay, so what else? Another thing in Jamboard that is useful is this one. This is laser. Okay, laser pointer behaves similar to your pen. Okay, but the only problem is once you write, okay, it will only appear for a few seconds, then it will disappear. Okay, so laser is good if you want to highlight something while you are explaining. Okay, so for example, so if let's say you have here drawing. Okay, let's say drawing of a flower, and you want to emphasize something here, you can use this laser. Okay, this flower, okay, this pot, the leaves. Okay, so highlighter is good if you want to emphasize something in your Jamboard. Okay, yeah. So another thing that you can use in Jamboard, if you open this, okay, I will use new. You can also add sticky notes. Okay, if you click this one, you can type any text here, no? For any content. For example, this is a sample Jamboard note. Yeah. Okay. Click save, and we have now here your first sticky notes. Okay. Actually, Jamboard is also good. For example, if you're having like brainstorming in your school or in your office, and you want your colleagues to post something here using sticky notes, you can actually collaborate. Okay. In our office, I remembered when we are trying to apply for an ISO certification, one of the speakers did is she gave us post-it notes. Then what we did is we wrote down the strength and weaknesses, opportunities, SWOT analysis. Then we posted that to the whiteboard. Okay, so that's a problem. Actually, it's okay. Wait. Okay, so I thought we're having problem with the connection. Okay, it's good. So the problem is we use a lot of sticky notes. That's a problem. And of course, one of the issues also in using those sticky notes, manual sticky notes, is some of the handwritings are very difficult to read. Okay, that's a problem. So by using this sticky notes, it allows you to add notes in your Jamboard, and if you select this, you can resize. Okay, you can resize this, resize. You can also rotate if you want. Okay, so you can encourage your student to post their ideas, feedbacks about the training, or their ideas about the class, about the topic that you discussed. Okay, so this is very handy. Okay, so what else? If you hover, or if you select this sticky notes, we have here this more option, Google More option, these 3 dots. If you click, you can edit. Okay, same as double clicking. Okay, similar. You can also click and duplicate. Okay, so if you need another copy, okay, and click and you can delete. Okay, again, this is a Google application, so you don't need to save, because this will be automatically saved to your Google Drive. Okay, so what else? What are the things that you can do in Google Jamboard? Is inserting an image. Okay, if you click this add image, okay, you can upload your own image. You can search. You can browse in your Google Drive if you already have images uploaded. Okay, I have here recent photos that I can use. Okay, so let's say I want to search in Google, let's say dog. Okay, so I have here photo of dog. Okay, let's say this one, select. Okay, so once your image is inserted, again, same with your sticky notes, you can resize this. Okay, resize the image, you can rotate. Okay, and you can duplicate or delete the image. Okay, you can use image to create, for example, if you have text here, you can use image and your sticky notes, and you can draw a line to show the connection of this text to your image. Okay, yeah. I always use this Jamboard every time I have my class in programming, because I need to explain the flow of the program. For example, if I'm discussing about variables, I'm using Jamboard to discuss the flow of my code. Okay, so we have here this one, select. You can use this to select elements in your Google Jamboard, and you can move that object around. Okay, so that's your select, or the arrow pointer. Now up here we have here your undo, of course, undo and redo, and we have here your zoom. Very straightforward. You can use this zoom. Okay, you can also change the background of your Jamboard. So for example, if you click this one, you have here several options for your background. You have here dots, rulers, grids, graph. Okay, yes, it's almost similar with MS Paint, but the problem, not the problem, but the limitation of this is you cannot actually draw instant shapes. Okay, so what you can do here is to create design freehand. Okay, freehand design or freehand drawing. Okay, so you can here like that, similar or same. Yep. Okay, so that is Google Jamboard. You can also use this one, clear frame. Okay, to remove everything in your slide. Okay, so Jamboard is a Google application, so you can also share this to your students. Okay, I will demonstrate this. I will add one account and try to observe what will happen if I will add one account. Okay? So for example, let's say I want to collaborate this to one of my students. So I will click share. So I believe you're familiar with sharing because I already discussed this during our Google Docs and Google Sheets. Then I will type here, for example, my second account. Okay, and I will add that account also as an editor. Save or send. Okay, so I will open my account here in my other screen. So I already received now an invitation from Bien Basal, okay, inviting my second account to collaborate in my Untitled Jam. Okay. And again, if you're having problem with the, with your internet, don't worry because this one is recorded. Okay. So I will open Jamboard. So I already accepted the invitation, and here you will see that I have here a pop-up earlier saying that Basal Bien already accepted the invitation. Okay, so if I will try to draw here as a student, okay, or I will post a note. Okay, again, I'm using my second account. I'm using this account, second account. Okay, so I will show you this side by side so that you can see the difference. Okay. Okay. So let's say Basal Bien will be assigned on strengths. Okay. You see, it's now automatically created to my Bien Basal account. Okay. So Google Jamboard is good for brainstorming, and you can show this to your, for example, if you have widescreen television. Okay. Okay, last call. How's my audio? Muna. How's my audio? Okay, I will pause for a while. How's my audio? Yeah. So far so good. Okay. Okay, so if I will add another sticky note here, weaknesses, save, and okay. So you can add multiple post-it. Okay. Okay, so that's the advantage of Jamboard. Again, Jamboard is interactive whiteboard. You can only annotate here. You can only post it, and you can only add few images. Okay, that's all. Yan, done. So we're done with Jamboard. So now, let's say I have one student who failed to attend my class because of internet. Okay, can two or more students? Yes, you can add two or more students to access your Jamboard. Now, let's say I have one student who failed to attend my class because of poor internet connection. So let's say I already have a lot of notes here. I already created a lot of notes. So what I can do is I can also download this as a PDF. Okay, if I will click this download as PDF, I will save Untitled Jam. Okay, if I will open, so I have now all my pages or frame converted now into a PDF. Okay, Okay, so you can also remove, you can also create a copy of your Jamboard. You can save your Jamboard frame as image. If you don't like PDF, it's okay. Now, if I will go back here and type jamboard.google.com, press enter, I can now see all of my Jamboard created in my Jamboard screen here, recent jams. Okay. Okay. So far, so good with the Jamboard. That's all. That's all with the Jamboard. Okay. So all you have to do is explore this Jamboard and practice. Okay. Okay. So I will now proceed to Google Slide because that's all for Jamboard. Okay, Google Slide. Okay. Yeah. So what is Google Slides? Google Slide is an online presentation app that lets you create and format presentations and work with other people. Okay, so it's better if you know how to use Google Slides because you will be using this to present your topic to your students, and of course Google Slide is available as long as you have your Google or G Suite account. Okay. So how to create or how to open Google Slides? If you're inside your Google Drive, all you have to do is click New, Google Slides, and you have two options, blank or template. Or you can use your web URL, just type slides.google.com or type slides.new. Okay. I will show you first. Pakita ko muna po, no? Okay. So, if you're inside the My Drive, this one, okay, you can click this New. So again, before you create your Google Slide, best practice is to go first inside your folder where you want to save your Google Slides. Okay, you can create your folder first. For example, I will create my Day 3 folder. Day 3 G Suite Training Batch 2. Okay, click create. So I will wait. Okay, so once created, I will double click, open this folder, and I can now create new slides and click. You can choose let's say from a template. Okay, let's check first. Okay, so again, if you're inside a template gallery, regardless of docs, sheets, or slides, okay, for example, in this case, it is slides. We have several choices here and categories that you can choose. You have some slides for personal, presentation for personal category, for yearbook, work, case study, for education purposes. Okay, so my advice is try to explore this template. Okay, and also you can create here your blank document or blank slide or blank presentation. Okay, so I will click blank. Okay. Okay, so I will explain first the work area, this work area after Google Slides, then we will try to create our own presentation. Okay, so tap here again on the upper left side. Same with other Google application, you need to type first your title. So for example, sample presentation 1. Okay, this is the first thing that you need to do. Okay, so you have here your star. Again, your star, if you enable this, your Google slide will be accessible to your starred category here. Okay. We have here your move if you want to move the location of your Google slide. So now it's inside the day 3 G Suite Training Batch 2 folder. It's okay. And we have here the status of your document, which is checked, meaning it is already synced to your Google Drive. Okay. Can we use it in Zoom? Yes, because if you're using Zoom or Google Meet or any video conferencing application, you can share the screen. So there's no problem if you want to use Zoom. Okay. So here we have your menu bar. Okay, same with your Google Sheet and Google Docs. Okay. We have here your formatting toolbar or formatting bar. Now, your formatting bar here is different from your Google Sheet. Okay, compared to your Google Sheet formatting toolbar focus more on the formula, formatting of the content. While here in our Google Slide, it focus more on creating like text box, images, shapes, lines, formatting your background, changing the layout of your slide, adding theme and transition. Okay, so later I will explain this one by one. Here in the left side, this section, we have here the side panel where all your slide will be visible. Okay, so if you have, for example, 3 slides, all of them will be visible here. Okay, down here you have your film strip view and your grid view. So if you click, for example, this grid view, that will be the appearance of your slide. If you click this film strip, so this will be the appearance. Okay, that will be the setup. So it's up to you. Okay, now here we have the again, same with Google Docs and Google Sheets, we have here the Explorer. Okay, yes, this is similar to PowerPoint. Okay, this is similar to PowerPoint because this is a presentation application. Now, in Google, if you remember, in Google Docs, if you use the Explorer, Google Docs shows you some web result. Okay, in Google Sheet, it shows you some insights of your data like charts, computation, count, sum. In Google Slides, the Explore button shows you the slide design. Okay, this slide design will match the layout of your current slide. For example, I have here add title and add subtitle text here. It will generate a sample design that will fit to this type of layout. Okay, so let's say I want to change the layout of this slide. Okay, so this is the basic, add title and subtitle. If you want to change the layout of this slide, all you have to do is click here in your current slide. We have here layout. Okay, so I want you to observe this layout and this Explore. If I will click, for example, this one, section title and description, if I will click this, okay, notice that your Explore displays a slide design that can accommodate this add title and subtitle. Okay, so if I will change this, for example, to, let's say, title and body, this one, if I click this one, okay, let's wait. You see, Explore gives you option or design that you can use where you can still add title and text as in your slide as a body. Okay, so again, if you want to change the layout, all you have to do is click here, or you can also right click here, apply layout. this section and this one are the same. Okay? Okay? They're both the same. So, clicking here or right click here, choosing apply layout, it's the same. Okay? So, let's say you want to add text. So, let's add now elements. Let's start first with the text. So, straightforward. Okay? I will explain this one by one, step by step. So, this is basic on how to use Google Slide. Okay? So, just click in your text box. We call this as your text box. Your text box can be resized. Okay? And it can be rotate. It's up to you. Okay? So, for example, this is a sample presentation. Okay? So, once created or once you type your text, highlight, okay, you can modify the appearance of your text by simply clicking this bold, italic, underline. Okay, I'm just showing you the options. We have here some font colors if you want to change the color of your text. Okay, we have here custom. Custom allows you to select colors which are not available here. If you click this plus sign, okay, you can change the hue. Okay, changing the hue will change your color picker here, and you can pick your shade. Okay, and click OK. Actually, it's good that you modify or change the color depending on the theme. Okay, it's a good practice. In my case, if you observe my presentation, even before, I only use like 2 colors only, 2 or 3 colors. I never use presentation with too much or too loud colors. I'm just using like 1 or 2 colors. One, let's say light color for my background, and 2 dark color. For example, dark blue and medium blue. Dark blue for my title and medium blue for my content. Okay? So, pipili kayo ng maganda pong color combination. Kasi kapag hindi po contrast, masakit po sa mata. Okay? Yan. So, again, if you type your text, just highlight if you want to format, and you have options here. You can change the font size and the style, italic, underline. Okay? Yan. So, these are options for your text. Okay? So, same with your Google Docs and Google Sheets. You have options here for more fonts. Click more fonts, and Google Slides will show you your Google fonts. All you have to do is click, choose the font that you like. Okay? And once done, all you have to do is hit OK. Doses. Okay? I will look for doses. This one, doses. Okay. Yeah. So again, your Google Docs. See, Google Docs, Google Sheet, and Google Slide, they have same setup when it comes to text formatting. Okay? Yeah. All you have to do is highlight this and modify the text. Okay. Okay. Kamusta muna po yung nasa YouTube? Kamusta po nasa ating YouTube? Comment muna po kayo, comment muna po. Kamusta po yung watcher po sa YouTube? Nag-post muna po ako. Yan. Baka masyado akong mabilis mag-discuss. So, yan. Comment naman po kayo ng smiley dyan. Smiley kung okay pa kayo dyan. Yan. Yan. Kasi baka masyado akong mabilis, kaya po nag-pause muna ako. Yan. Okay. Yan. Sige, thank you very much po. Thank you sa mga nagko-comment. Okay. Yan. Nasa ano pa lang po tayo, basic pa lang po nitong ating Google Slides. And later, makakagawa po tayo ng mga iba pa dyan. Okay? Another way to add text is by using this text box. You can think or imagine that this text box is like a container for your text. Okay, so you can resize this if you want. So I can resize this. Yan. So we have here your resizing handles. Again, this one, these are your resizing handles. Okay, and so you can resize. Okay, and you can add another text by simply adding another container or text box. Okay, text box will create this similar to this one. So if you click this one, okay, my mouse pointer is changed to a cross, black cross. Then you can now click, hold, and drag, okay, to create another container. Then you can type here, the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Okay. So if you have now your text box, again, you can drag this, resize, and you can rotate by simply hovering here in your circular dot, click, hold, and rotate. Okay. So these are just examples of what you can do to your text in Google Slides. Okay, so we have here your container. For example, for this title, highlight, and our text is shorter compared to the size of this container. You can enable your text alignment here. Okay, you can text align. Okay. So very straightforward. You can also add here, for example, enter. I press enter. You can also add numbers and bullets. Okay, this one, same with your Google Docs or your Google, let's say MS Word. Okay, you have your bullets and numbering. Okay. Yeah. So far that is for the text. Okay, now how about for this container? Again, for the text, once you highlighted the text, you can change the font family, the size, the style, the alignment, bullets and numbering. You also have indentation. Okay? Yan. Now, how about for this container? If you select your container, this one, if you want to select text, you highlight the text. If you want to select the container, just hover here in the border. Over the border, just click. Okay, so it is now selected. We have here your options to modify the appearance of your text box. Okay, so click fill. We have here options, for example, orange. Okay, and you also have options for outline. Okay, for outline, if you click this one, you have options for the sizes or size of the border. Okay, border is good if you want to emphasize, for example, one text or one quotation in your Google slide. Border is good. Okay, you can also modify the styles here. Okay, so of course you need to follow the principles of design before you use colors and lines, so that you will not make your design like overkill. Okay, and so you can use this one. In my case, I only use like solid line. This one. Oops, this one. Okay. Okay? Adding colors and background or borders will give emphasis to the text. Okay? Okay. So nag-aano ako ng konti, nagpo-pause po ako ng konti para hindi po masyadong mabilis. Okay? Actually, Google Docs, Google Sheets, or our Google application can be used even if you have no internet, because you can work with this offline. Okay? I will show you that maybe on our 4th session. Okay? You can use your Google Docs, your Google Sheets, and Google Slides even offline. And once you have your internet, it will automatically sync to your Google account. Okay. So no problem. All you have to do is configure your Google account to use for offline, and you can create your Google Docs, Google Sheets. Then if you have your internet, it will automatically sync to your Google account. Okay. Okay. So far that's for the text. And another thing that you can do if you have text is to add links. Okay, so for example, if I will type here, let's say I will click here, visit google.com. Okay, what you can do is highlight the text, highlight this one. Okay, we have here insert link. Okay. Okay. So after typing this, after clicking this insert link, you can now type here your link, or you can select slide in your presentation. Now, I only have one slide, slide 1. That's why I have here slide 1. If I have 2 slides here, it will also show slide number 2. So I will show you. Okay, I will create first another slide. If you want to create another slide, slide number 2, you can right click and hit new slide. Okay, you can also use Control M as a shortcut key. Okay, now you can also click here to the insert, tap insert, and we have here new slide. It's the same, right click or going to the insert menu and clicking these new slides, they're both the same. So I will click new slide. Okay, that is slide number 2. Now if I will go back to my text here, to my first slide, and I will highlight google.com, okay, and click insert link. Okay, slides in this presentation, if I click, I have now slide 1 and slide 2. Next slide and last slide is more of a control. This is not actually my slide. Okay, slide 1 and 2. So if you use this one, it will automatically go to your last slide. If you have 5 slides, you will move to your 5th slide. Okay, or next slide if you want next slide. So I will select slide 2. So if I click this, I will automatically move to 2nd slide. But this is google.com, so what I want is to type here the Google URL, https://www.google.com. Okay, sorry, here in the link. And for the text, that will be google.com. Applied. Okay, so we have now this google.com with underline, meaning it is now converted into a link. So I will try. Now, if I want to test my presentation, all you have to do is click this present button here on the upper right. That is your present. Okay, so I will move here, click present. Oops. Wait. I think I accidentally press the back button. I will open again my slides, this one. No, wait. It's in the G Suite main folder, day 3. Yeah, this one. Okay, so I will click present now. Okay, my mistake, sorry. Kamali ako na pindot. Okay, so click present. Okay, presenting now. So I have now my presentation or presenter mode. Okay, so if I click this, google.com, click, it will open the Google website. Okay, so that's how you can insert link. So if you want to just press escape key. If you want to stop the presentation, just press the escape to exit full screen. Okay, escape. Okay, done. Okay, nakuha po ba yun? Simple po, di ba? Okay. So next element that you can use in Google Slides is using your shapes. Okay, shapes. I'm now in my slide number 2. Okay, so in your Google Docs you have shapes. In your other Google applications you also have shapes. Okay, so I will remove this text box because I will not create any text, so I will click and delete. Okay, so we have here, you can use insert, and we have here shape. Okay, so we have a lot of shapes here. Okay, so I will show you maybe 2 or 3 examples. Another way to access your shapes is by clicking here, shapes, and we have here your shapes, arrows, callouts, and equation. Just to clarify, your equation here is not as complex compared to Google Docs. Google Docs has this equation toolbar where you can create a complex equation. But in Google Slides, it's more of a symbol only. Okay? So if you want to create an equation where you want to show to your student, do that in your Google Docs. Then print screen, and paste it here in your Google Slide. Okay, so if you want to create shape, straightforward, just click the shape, then you can create your shape. Okay, click. Okay. Okay, so if you have your shapes, I will draw like 3 arrows here. Okay, I will click another one. Call outs, let's say this one, 10, top 10. Okay. So I have now my shapes. Now all of these shapes, if I click, I can again resize. I can do resizing. I can do if you see this yellow node here, you can click and drag to modify the point or the sharpness of your shape. Okay, and most of these blue nodes are used for resizing. Okay, but if you use this one, this yellow node, this is for modifying the shape. Okay, like this one, you can make this more pointed, or like star, or like polygon. Okay, so it's totally up to you. Now if you have your shape selected, again you have options here for the fill, same with your text box, and for the border. Okay, clicking here, you have shapes and you have border. Okay, so very straightforward. Now we have here your line connectors. Okay, we have here your line and your connector. If you want to present, for example, what you call this, organizational chart, you can use this elbow connector to connect objects or shapes. Okay, elbow connector, or you can use with arrow. Click this arrow. Notice if I hover here, it shows me the connecting nodes. Click here, then here. Okay, so I have now my arrow. Advantage of using these connectors or using these lines, okay, every time you move your shape, it will just follow. Okay, unlike in Google Docs, if you do this in Google Docs and if you move one element, it will disconnect. Okay, it will the line will be disconnected to the shape. That's the problem. Okay, so you can add here. If you want to create flow chart, if you want to create organizational chart, okay, you can use this line tool or the connector. Okay, so you can move. Okay, done. Now, if you double click in your shape, you can actually add text. This is a text inside rectangle. Okay, you can add text. So automatically, this will be converted like a similar to a text box. Okay, if I double click here, this is a polygon. Okay. So what else? We have here curve connector, curve, polyline, and scribble. Okay, for scribble, if you have graphic tablet, you can use this to draw irregular shape lines. Okay, so it's up to you. You can use this to create, for example, drawing of a cell. If you're teaching, for example, biology, you can draw a sketch of a sample cell, and you have the nucleus and the parts. Okay, now I will show you one of my artwork that I created, which is the dog design, this one. Okay, so I only use this polyline tool to create this image of dog. Now, if you notice, if I click this, I can move the shapes or the elements individually. See, individual. I can move them one by one. Okay, so by using this polyline or scribble, you can create actually a complex artwork. But of course, it takes time. You need to practice. Practice. Okay? Yan. Okay. So next. So we're done with the shapes. Okay? Nakuha po ba yung shapes natin? Nakuha yun? Yan. Maganda po yan if you have, for example, if you visit Google, try to search for vector images. Yan. Actually, madali lang po yan. Kailangan nyo lang po siyang i-drawing ng parang polygon. Of course, it takes time. It takes a lot of practice. Okay? Hindi po makukuha ng isang araw yan. Pero, at least, you see na possible po siya. Pwede po siyang magawa. Yan, iyaando ko lang siya. No? Okay? So, next. So, we're done now with text. We're done with shapes. I will add another slide here. Right click. New slide. I will add here. Next element is images. Okay. So, if you use images in your presentation, it's good because not all viewers or not all of our students is like for example, ako sa case ko, I hate reading. Mas preferred ko po yung nakakita ko ng picture. Yan. Mas preferred ko na nakakita ako ng graphics. Okay? Medyo hindi ko po gusto yung nagbabasa. Okay? So you can use images. Yan. Now, to insert image, just click insert and image. Okay, now you have here several options on how you can add images. The first one is you can upload from computer. Okay, yan. You can search the web. You can upload coming from your Google Drive. If you have existing photos in your Google Drive, you can use Google Drive. If you have images in your Google Photos, just to clarify, Google Drive is a storage. Google Photos is also a storage, but only for pictures only. Okay, you can insert by URL or from camera. If you click from camera, yan, shot. Okay, and I will click insert. Okay, I have now my image. Okay. Wag po kayo mag-alala, hindi po magiging output yung aso. Wag po kayo mag-alala, hindi ko papadrawing sa inyo yung dog. Ayan. Okay. Insert image. Okay. Upload from computer. Ayan. So, upload. You can select images here if you have images in your computer. And that's very straightforward. Very simple. Okay. Now, of course, we as teacher, we want to teach our student to use internet ethically. Okay? Wag po tayong magtuturo sa ating student, or I will admit, minsan ako nagkakamali po ako, no? I have also my mistakes. Pero as much as possible, let's practice to use images yung free sa internet at hindi po yung copyrighted. Okay? So, yun po ang gagawin natin. Yan. I will show you one way to search images sa internet para medyo safe po tayo. Okay. If I will open my Google Chrome and if I will search for dogs. Yan, dogs. Okay. Ayan. So, and if I will move to images, so we have a lot of results of dogs. Okay? Pero hindi po lahat ng pictures dito is inaalaw ipagamit. Okay? Siguro hindi lang napapansin ng owner, kaya okay lang. Pero syempre, dapat tayo kaunting ingat din, especially if yung image is may copyright. Okay? Yan. So, what you can do to search, okay? Another way, no? Yung iba, they use dogs stock photo. Yan. They type like that. Dog stock photo, then it will show you some websites na nag-offer ng mga stock photo. Okay? But another way to search, for example, dogs, you can go here to your settings. Okay? Pexel is free, yes. Yan. So, you can click here sa settings, click here sa advanced search. Okay? And so you have these words dogs. Ito yung aking sinesearch. I will scroll down here. Okay? You have here the usage rights. Usage rights. Select free to use or share. Then Google will automatically look for images which are free. Free and okay lang siyang i-share or gamitin. Okay? So if I will click this one. Okay? So you can also select here any format, JPEG files for example. Okay, and if you or JPEG, if you want PNG or any format, it's up to you. Yan. Ito ang importante po this one, free to use or share para safe po tayo. Okay, and just click advanced search. Okay, yan. So Google will look for images automatically. Images images na safe gamitin. Okay, safe gamitin sa inyo pong presentation. Okay, for example, ito or this one. Okay, so I can copy this, copy image, copy, and I can paste that here. Paste. Okay. So yan din po yung isang way para sure po tayo na yung image niyo po ay hindi copyrighted. Okay po, yan. So, yun po yung kailangan ng gagawin. Now, we have now the image. What are the formatting tools that you can use for image? Once your image is selected, we have here the replace image if you want to replace. Papatan nyo lang po yan. Okay? Okay? So, if you double click sa image, notice na meron tayong black border dito. That black border allows you to, I will zoom in, allows you to crop. Okay? Oops, not that one. The black one. Yeah, okay. So, I can now crop the image. I want to remove those extra space. Okay. Then press enter once done. Okay? Yan. So, kapag gumagamit po kayo ng browser po, dapat lagi kayo naka-incognito. Incognito po kayo lagi para ano po kayo. Wala po kayong personal info. Okay. So, once done, if you click the image, you also have here some format options here. Click format options. And sa right side dito, you have options to size and rotate. So, you can actually just type the size. You can explore this. You have here the rotate if you want to rotate the image. Okay? Yan. So, wag po kayong matakot na mag-explore. Okay? Just explore all these options here. Yan. Position. Okay? Top left, center. Yan. Recolor. Recolor is, kumbaga, sa mga slides ko po, I always use recolor. Recolor, it makes your image, it will convert your image into duotone. Duotone. Dalawang kulay, duotone. For example, grayscale. Okay. Oops, this one. Ito yung parang old image natin. Yan, duotone, old image. Sepia. Okay, we have here yung parang green or blue-green. Okay. So, you can explore. All you have to do is explore this recolor. If you want to remove, just select no. Okay, just select no recolor. So it will reset the image to its original color. Okay. Yan. Background, you need to use a much more advanced application like Photoshop to remove the background. Okay po. Yan. We have here adjustment, transparency. If you want to use transparency, brightness, okay, you can play around with the controls here. Okay. You can also add drop shadow. Scroll down. Okay, drop shadow. If I will add angle or distance, yeah. So we have here the shadow effect. Okay, and the blur. So it will make your image, it's like floating image. Okay. So again, you can change your color here to your recolor. Yeah. So I will select this one. Okay. And we also have here reflection. Okay, reflection of your dog image here. Okay. Yeah, okay din po yun na gumagamit po kayo ng references if you're using images from the internet. Mas para safe din po. Yeah, okay po yan. Okay, so next. Now, I will look for another image. Let's say this one. I will copy. And I will paste here. Image. Okay. Another effect that you can apply if you have image is once your image is selected, just click here. This one, mask image. Okay, mask image. If I click, it will show different shapes. Now, let me clarify. These shapes is different to these shapes. Okay, these are mask shapes. So if your image is selected, if I will click here, shape, for example, this one, heart, okay, it will automatically place the image inside of that heart shape. Okay. So I can resize. Oops. I will resize the image. Click outside. Okay. So I have now my image inside of my shape. Okay. Another example. One more example. I will look for image. This one. Oh. This one. That's too small. This one. I will copy. Copy image. I will paste it here. Okay. So I will resize first the image. Okay. So once resize, I select first the image, and I will select here again. I will look for mask image. I will use, for example, this one, cloud effect. Okay. And we have now the image inside your shape. Okay. So I will change the outline, make it light blue or darker blue maybe. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So that's for the images and shapes. Okay. Yeah. What else? Another element. I will add another slide here. Right click, new slide. Okay. Another element is insert. You can use video. Okay, you can use video. So I will add here video. Much better if you use video. Use video from YouTube. Okay, because YouTube is also part of Google. So it means you're using one platform only. You can look for videos that you can use to present your lesson to your student and embed that to your Google slide. Okay, so I'll show you how. So just click insert and video. Video. Okay. So you can search directly using YouTube, or if you copy the URL, you can paste the URL here, or if you have uploaded video, okay, you can use uploaded video. But in my case, I will use YouTube. For example, cute dogs. Click search. Okay, so we have here options for cute dogs, and I will click one, for example this one, and select. Okay. Okay. Now, if your video is selected, you have now options here in your right side for your video playback. You can select kung ano yung minutes na magi-start siya. For example, sa 2 minutes na siya magi-start. You can select autoplay when presenting. You can mute the audio if you want. Okay, so the rest you can explore, like size and rotation, position. Okay. Oops. Okay. So I will test my slides first. So I will click here, present. Click present. Click play. Okay. So if I will click this one, I can click autoplay. Autoplay when presenting. Yan. I will click autoplay. So if I present, it will automatically play. Okay? Yan. Okay? So, my advice especially for elementary students, much better if you have like eye-catching videos. Okay? Para makuha niyo yung attention ng students, kasi some of the students, totoo naman, when I was teaching sa secondary, yung iba hindi nakikinig. Okay? Yung iba talagang meron silang ibang ginagawang activity. But if you will have videos in your presentation, yan, makakakuha kayo ng ano sa kanila, attention sa kanila. Okay? When I was teaching in secondary, ginagamit ko pong video doon, yung mga Animal Kingdom, because I used to teach yung mga yung mga kingdom animalia, yung mga mammal, anthropoda ba yun? Yan, yung mga mollusk. Yan. I'm showing videos of those animals, those species, para mas makuha ng estudyante ko. Okay? Yan. Okay? Actually, PowerPoint can also support videos, but since Google and YouTube is using the same platform, mas madali siyempre yung integration. Okay? Yan. Okay, so we're done with the videos. Okay, so I can now resize this, and it's up to you. You can move the video here, add some description here if you want. You can add some video description here. Okay? Yeah. So, what else? I will add one more. Now, I'm using here white background for my slide. Okay, if you want to format your slide, okay, all you have to do is select the slide, and we have here your background. Okay, so click background. You can change the color. For example, this one. Oops, masakit sa mata. Light blue. Yan. You can use also image as background. So for example, I will look for seamless background. Okay, para mga pattern lang naman to. Pag seamless, pattern lang, pattern. Okay, so I will, for example, I will click this one. Just an example. Insert. Okay, so I have now my background. Then click done. Yan. Okay, so wag lang kayo gagamit ng sobrang too much design. Okay, kasi masyadong masakit sa mata. Yan. So just use light background lang po. Yan. Okay. You can also use your Explore. Oops. Okay, you can also use your Explore to add design to your slides. Okay, you see, I have here 3 images, and my Explore shows me different options on how I can present my images better. Okay, for example, this one. Okay, so you can use also the Explore if you want. Okay. 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 So it's 3:26 now. I will stop muna rito. I will give you siguro like 5-minute break muna po para kayo muna makapag-stretch and makapag bladder break po yung iba. Okay po? Ayan. Sige. Kung meron po kayong mga questions po, paki-type muna po ngayon sa comment box po if you have any questions po. Sige po. Yung mga questions po na nalampasan po kanina na hindi ko po nasagot, pakilagay muna po uli yung questions nyo. Yeah, sige po. Break muna po ng 5 minutes. We will resume po ng 3:33 po. Sige po.
Hindi pala nababalik ang nila. Yung kapag lumagpas na yung gano'n.
Okay? Nasaan nas? Ayan, okay po. Visible na po ba? Visible na po ba ako sa inyo? How's my audio po ulit? Ayan. Bago po tayo mag-resume. Ayan. Good afternoon po ulit sa mga humahabol. Okay. Ayan. Kamusta muna po? Kamusta? Okay po ba tayo? Okay na po ba yung audio ko sa inyo? Hello, hello. What's the difference between Google Slide to PowerPoint? Actually, ang purpose po nila is the same. Para po silang presentation application natin, presentation software. The only difference is yung, of course, yung na-create. One is Microsoft and one is Google. And of course, meron din silang mga differences when it comes to features. Yan. Okay po. Yan. Kung malakas pa ang ulan sa inyo, don't worry, ito naman po ay recorded video. Okay, ayan, sige. So I will continue po yung ating discussion kayo na rito. Ayan. Okay. Now, if you again, nag-stop po ako kanina rito sa part po nung change po tayo ng background color. So again, right click. Yan. So change background color. You can select kung ano pong color po ang gusto nyo gawing background. Masakit sa mata yan. Or you can choose image. Okay? Yan. Now, if you click done, magte-take effect lang po yan dito po sa inyo pong first slide. Okay? Pero kapag yan po ay kinabit nyo po as add to theme, yan. Done. Yan. So, nagkaroon na po tayo lahat. Ito po, hindi nagkaroon kasi gumagamit po ako ng ibang design po galing sa Explore. Okay? Yan. Pero kung mag-add po ako ng isa pang slide po dito, sa ilalim niya kunwari, new slide, ayun po yung kulay green na color niya. Yan. Okay? So again, if I want to change background, just click lang po itong background natin and select your color or image. We also have here theme. Yan. Click nyo po yung theme na yan. And Google Slide will show you different themes po na available sa kanya. Yan. For example, ito kunwari na gustuhan ninyo, click nyo lang po yan, click to add title. Ayan, so yung nagbago lang po sa kanya yung mga ilan lang po, like text, like yung kanyang ilang colors. Pero kapag nag-start po kayo sa new template or blank document, I will show you, file, new. Okay, I will create new presentation. Okay. So kunwari, I will title this, I will change the name as template. Okay. And if I will click here the theme, I can select, for example, this one. Okay, so I'm now using Google Slide theme. Apo. Yan. So pwede po kayong mag-add dito ng text. Kunwari yung title po ng inyong presentation, title. Yan. Okay. Then, you can also add another slide and select the theme. Medyo nag-ano po sa akin. So, ito na po yung kanyang theme for this slide. Okay? So, pwede kayong mag-main title here. Then, yung inyong content. Okay? So, wala pa namang question. Yan. Now, next, animation. How to add animation in your Google Slides. Okay, so I will go back sa ginawa ko kaninang una. This one. Kasi meron tayo ritong 5 slides na. So, I will remove this one. Okay, 5 slides. Okay. So, here, you have 2 types of animation sa Google Slides. Okay? The first type of animation is the slide transition. Okay, yung una po natin, first one is yung slide transition. Okay. Second one is yung animation po mismo. Animation. Okay. So, in animation, you can animate yung slides sa slide transition, while in animation, you can animate the objects po or elements sa loob ng inyong slides. Now, my advice, wag po kayong mag-overuse ng animation. Okay? In my case, every time I use animation, minsan fade in, fade out lang, or yung slide animation horizontal. Hindi pa ako gumagamit ng sobrang too much animation kasi masakit po sa mata. Okay? And also, you need to choose your viewer po. Kapag ang inyong pong viewer ay medyo professional, hindi po nila masyadong preferred ng animation. They preferred more dun sa content o sa data. Kapag ang ating participants is siguro mga younger age, ayan. Okay? So, I will show you animation muna. Transition. To add transition, select first the slide, and we have here the transition. Okay? Click transition will open the slide transition or motion panel sa right side. Okay? So here we have nakalagay none. All you have to do is change or select your preferred transition. For example, fade. And if you click play, that's the example of the fade transition. Now, transition in Google Slide is not as complex if you compare sa PowerPoint. Sa PowerPoint, mas marami kayong option. Okay? And so, if I will click this one, wait. Okay. I will click the second slide. Click transition. I will select, for example, slide from right. Okay. Play. Okay, that's the transition. Stop. I will click yung aking third slide. Select transition. And here, I can select, for example, cube. Okay. So, we have here option for fast or medium animation if you want. You can apply this animation, cube animation, to all your slides. Okay. To test, just click play again. Okay. And last slide, if I will click this, stop. Click the slide, click transition, and select your transition. For example, flip. Okay. Then click play to test. Okay. Yeah. So, I will try now to present the whole presentation. Click present. I will start sa first slide. Okay. Now, you will see your if you see this icon, meaning your slide has a transition. Okay. If you see this icon here. So I will start sa first slide, click present. Okay. Yan. So if I will click next, okay, that's a transition. Okay. And last one, flip. Okay. So that's how you use the transition. You can add transition. For example, if you want to apply similar transition, you can select all. Okay. Again, I will click the first slide. I will press the shift key. Okay. Shift key. Click yung ating last slide and lahat sila selected na. Okay? So once all the slides are selected, then you can apply one animation lang. And apply to all slides, play. So they have now same transition, all fade. Okay? Yan, madalas po ang ganyan lang po ginagamit kong mga animation eh. Transition puro fade lang. Okay. Yan. So, how about object? Okay, how about object animation? So we have here slide transition. That's your first type of animation. You can use slide transition for your slides. Second, we have here object animations. This object animations allows you to animate elements inside your slide. Okay? So, kunwari, I will show you one. Let's say this dog image. I will add the animation only in my images slide. Click first the image or the object, and we have here add animation. Okay? Click add animation. Okay? Will allow you to select different types of animation. Mas marami siya, you see? We have a lot of options for object animation. So for example, fly in from left. Okay? So this will be the event on click. So if you click the image, yun lang yung time mag-animate siya. Okay? That will be the time that your object will animate on click. Okay? So I will try. Percent. Click. Okay, so I have now the object or my dog animation, fly in from left. Okay, so I will select this second image. Okay, add animation again. For example, I will use fly in from right. Okay, on click. You can also choose on click or after previews or with previews. Now, ano po difference? If you select after previews, if this is the last animation, last object to animate, after the animation of this object, your second dog will automatically animate. It will follow. If you select with previews, sabay po ito. Sasabay po itong si dog number 2 natin to animate together kay dog number 1 without clicking yung mouse natin. So, for example, if I will use after previews, my dog 1 will animate first. Once it finish, my dog 2 will follow. So, let's test. Okay. Percent. So, again, my first dog is on click. I will click, and my second dog is with after previews. Click. Okay. Then we have the second dog. Okay. So dog 3. I will click image number 3 or dog number 3. I will add again animation. Okay. And select, for example, I will use fly out to top. Okay. And after previews again. Okay. So play. So one click, first click. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now, if you notice in our object animations panel here, we have now 3 different object animation. One is for the first image, the second image, and the third image. Okay. Now, ano pa po ang difference niya compared to PowerPoint? Si PowerPoint po is na-categorize yung kanyang mga types ng animation. Okay? Sa case natin dito, wala, magkakasama lang po siya. Pero sa PowerPoint, we have animation for emphasis, animation for entrance, for exit. Yan. Okay? Now, let's say you want to add text. you want to add text sa inyong image. Okay? If you want to add text, you need to use this one, text box. Let's say you want to add label for this image. Okay? So much better, use first text box and add text. Sad dog. Okay? Now, if you want to animate this image one, okay, example. Okay, so if you want to if you want to animate this image one together with your text, okay, much better to group this. I will click first the image, I will press the shift key, and I will select this text. Okay, so again, I will click first the image, shift key, then I will select the text. Okay, so I have now two elements selected. I can now right click and group. Okay, if you click group, it will make your text and dog as one element. Okay, you're converting them as one element. So if you click now this image, I can now add animation. Let's say fly in from bottom, and I will select after previous. Okay, so I will present. Okay. Yan. Okay, so that's how you use images and animation and transition. Okay. Yan. So again, other features of your Google Slide that is similar to your Google Docs and Google Sheets, you have here comment. You can also add comment. If you have your students or colleagues that you want to collaborate, you can add comment. Okay, and you can also share. Yan. I'm just showing you the similarities of Google Docs and Google Sheets. Okay, so you can share the your Google Slides. Okay. Okay. Now, I will move to my presentation first. Yan. I will present. Okay. Oops. Yan. So, may gusto akong explain dito. Now, if you're in the presenter mode, okay, you have here options to select next slide. This one. Oops. Okay. You have here option to play or to animate next slide. So you can control this manually. If you're using a pointer, pwede po yung umandar yung pointer, no? If you're using laser pointer, umaandar dyan. You can select your slides here if you want. Okay. Notes. Okay, pwede po kayong speaker notes, pero dapat po itong speaker notes, hindi po dapat siya visible sa screen ng viewer. Dapat nasa labas po ito. Okay? Yan. Yan po yung guide po para po sa speaker. So you can use this if you have dual monitor. Okay, so what else? Other option. Okay. We also have here caption. Okay. And some tips or shortcut on how to use your Google Slide. Yan. I enable these captions, and you see, I have caption here. Yan. Okay. Yan. And click exit. Okay. Now, there are some cases na kailangan yung mag-question and answer. And let's say wala namang microphone yung ibang students ninyo, hindi sila makakapagtanong. They cannot ask question directly because yung iba wala silang microphone and maybe they only have headset. They can hear what are you explaining, pero to ask question directly sa inyo hindi pa pwede. Now, by the way, if you want to add speaker notes, sa baba lang po dito yan, you can add some speaker notes here. Okay, so if you click this notes, see, we have here add some speaker notes here. Okay, yan. Okay, wag po kayong matakot sa sa assignment po natin. Okay, yan, wag po kayong mag-worry doon. Okay, ang kailangan nyo lang po is to practice and practice lang po nito. Now, another thing that you need to understand sa Google, dito po sa ating Google Slides. Okay, let's say you're done with the presentation, tapos na po. Okay, here sa baba po dito, you have here the Q&A portion. And advantage po ito if your student has no microphone. Okay, so if I will click Q&A, ayan, lalabas po ito. We have here the presenter view. Okay, okay, then we have here start new. Okay, if you click start new, yan, we have here accepting questions. Naka-on siya. Yan. So if you visit po ito, kung meron po kayo ngayong Android phone dyan or cellphone, punta lang po kayo sa Chrome nyo, i-type nyo lang po ito, and you can actually type your question. Kunwari, lalabas po dito yan. Yan. Sige po, antayin ko po. 5 minutes po. Yan. Punta po kayo sa Google Chrome ninyo, tapos i-type nyo po itong slides.app.goo.gl/pgrau. Yan. Para po ask po kayo ng question. Ganyan po ang sistema ng Google Slides. Yan. You need to send this to your students para po sila makapagtanong. Yan. Sige po, try nyo lang po. 5 minutes. Copyhin nyo lang po yan. Sige po, subukan lang po natin. Mag-type lang po kayo ng kahit anong question lang po. Yan. Yan, punta lang po kayo sa Google Chrome. I-type nyo lang po ito. Ayan o. Yan. Okay, so question from Iron Chris Ranke. So yan, lumalabas po lahat. Yan. Later, I will answer the questions po, okay? Pero yan po ang idea. Yan. So kung hindi po available sa student ninyo ang kanilang microphone, you can send this link and let them ask questions. Lalabas po lahat dito yon. Yan. Okay po. Yan. So marami pong lumalabas. Okay. Ang iba, you can also change the slide. For example, if I will go to slide number 2, and you can ask questions about slide number 2, and click itong slide number 3, you can also ask questions about slide number 3. Yan. So marami na po tayong question. Ayan. Okay? Yan. So marami na po lumabas ditong question. Yan. Okay, sige po. Close na po ito Yan. Thank you very much for yung mga nakapag-participate po sa ating pong sample slides app na questioning. Okay? Yan. So again, you can access that here sa baba po dito. Q&A. Oops, sorry. Yan. Nagagamit ko po yan actually sa mga seminars ko po. Kapag gusto ko nang malaman yung tanong bago pa lang po matapos yung discussion namin. Kasi po minsan, if I have my seminar, sakto po yung oras ko eh. So, 20 minutes bago pa lang matapos, I will show the link, then they will ask question. Bago ko bumalik sa stage, o sa akin pong pwesto, pwede ko na po siyang i-address. Nakat ko na po yung Q&A, sorry kasi magko-continue na po ako. Yan. Okay? So again sa inyo pong object, if you right click, you have options to arrange the object, send to back, or back and front. Yan. You can ungroup the object, add comment. Yan. So almost similar with Google Slides and Google Docs. Okay. Now, if you go to File, okay, you can actually download your Google Slide as a PowerPoint. Okay? Yan. You can download a PowerPoint format. You can download this as PDF format. Of course, pag PDF, wala na po yung animation. Okay? Yan. You can download individual JPEG. You can use this JPEG and PNG kung gumagawa po kayo ng image na may heart and you want to download as single image, pwede po ito. Yan. So if I will select for example JPEG current slide, yan. So kukunin lang po niya yung current slide. For example, this is my current slide. File, yan. Sample presentation 1 JPEG. Save. So this is my image. This is my JPEG, my slide. So it's now basic image. Okay? Yan. Okay. Yan. Now, if you want to share this to your student as a link na hindi po nila ma-edit, okay? Of course, you want to share the link so that students can watch your presentation, you can do this. Okay? If you want to share, again, just to clarify, this one, sharing, this share button sa upper right, ang purpose nito is to collaborate. Okay? If you want to collaborate. Okay? Yeah. But if you want to share the slide as presentation, meaning students will only watch this presentation, just click File, move to Publish to the web. Okay? If you click Publish to the web, you have this option, Link or Embed. Embed is good if you have your own website and you want to embed the slide. But if you want the students to watch your presentation, you can use Link. This one. Okay? And you can auto advance the slides. It's up to you, every 3 seconds or every 5 seconds. Okay? Automatic po to, automatic. Start slideshow as soon as the player loads. You can enable this if you want. And you can restart the slideshow after the last slide. Yan. Yeah. You can also use ito pong si Google Slide to create your certificates po. Pwede rin po siya. Okay? Now, if I will, you also have here some publish settings. Start publishing. Publish. Okay? So, let's wait. And so, we have here notification. Are you sure you want to publish this selection? Okay. And now, Google Slide created a link. Yan. Okay? So, I will copy this. I will copy. Yan. If I have my, you can now email. You can now email yung link na to sa students nyo. You can email. You can send sa Twitter if you have Twitter account or sa Facebook. Now, you can also test this. I will open an incognito window. And I will just paste the link here. So medyo mahaba siya. And click enter. Oops. Not publish. Copy. Focus ko po dito. Wait lang ha. Yeah. So it's now automatically animating every 3 seconds. So masyado siyang mabilis. Okay? So you can modify. Yeah. So it will automatically go back to the first slide once the presentation is done. Yeah. Okay? And so notice here, students has no option to edit. Okay? Even if the students click here sa inyong presentation control, they can only see the next and previous and the slide number. There's no caption, wala siyang Q&A. Okay? Okay? And so again, just to clarify, share button here is for sharing or collaboration, while file published to the web, this is now for sending copy or link to your students. Okay? Okay. So other elements that you can use, we still have time. Okay? Other elements that you can use, I will add new slide. I will change the color. I will add the light image. Wait lang, ano pa yung aking nagre-reload. Yan. You can also add here word art. And other options here na pwede nyo explore. You also have here word art. Sample presentation. Okay. So ang difference lang naman po ng word art is hindi po siya basta plain text lang. Okay, para po siyang image and you can modify din po yung kanyang color. Okay, you can modify yung color, you can modify yung outline. Okay. Okay. Now, last part po ng ating presentation. Okay? Last part is how to work offline. Okay? If you want to work offline, so I will go back to my Google Drive muna. Okay? And I will open my batch 3. Okay? This one. Actually, anything. You can use Google Docs, Google Sheets. Okay? Just right click here and available offline. Okay? Yan. So if you click available offline, yan. So making one file available offline. So you can now modify this slide kahit wala pong internet. Okay? Yan. And you have here this icon, meaning this file is available for offline editing. Okay? Yan. Okay? Yan. So, I think I will stop the discussion sa part na to. Yan. Sorry. Meron palang naiwan. Wait. Okay. Some tips lang po, no? Some tips if you're creating your own presentation. You can create your presentation na minimalist lang. Okay? As much as possible po, ang inyo po dapat slides. Wag masyadong too much design, too much image, too much graphics kasi po, minsan po nakakaano yan, nakakagulo po. Okay? Make one color stand out. Yan. You can use 2 different types of fonts. Okay? Use monochrome colors po if you want to create your design. Apply some isometric graphics. Yan. You can add videos, limit element animations, and you can use some quotes or catchy words. So example, yan. So you can make it minimalist, one title only, and your simple information or basic information. Okay, not too much fancy design. Okay. You can also make your image or text stand out. Ito po yung example natin, stand out na may text. I use grayscale image and I use one text here na white, or you can use one color dito. Yan, para po ang inyong presentation hindi po siya masakit sa mata. Okay? You can also apply monochromatic color. Yan. I'm only using one color here, only green, but I'm using different shades and tones ng green. Yan. So example, I have here dark green. Okay. You can also use isometric graphics. Yan. Ito very po ito ngayon. Very popular po ito. Kasi ginagamit din po ito kahit saan po sa mga ngayon invitation sa mga trainings, they have this isometric graphics. Okay, you can search for vector isometric graphics. Yan. Okay po. You can also add some captions or quotes po na dapat po related din po yan sa inyong topic. Okay? For example, if I am teaching cybersecurity, I need to write here captions po or quotations na related po doon sa cybersecurity. Okay? Yan. Okay. So I think I will stop na po doon sa part na yon. And sige po, Miss Jade.
Alright, thank you again, Sir Bien, para sa isa na namang siksik, diglig at umaapaw na session natin today. So, meron po tayo mga nakalap na mga questions from our comment section. Regarding Google Jamboard po, first question, how many participants can join Jambord? Can join in Google Jamboard? Sir Bien?
Okay. Regarding sa Google Jamboard, ang pinakamadami kong nagamit o na-collaborate doon is 6. So, I'm not sure kung may limit talaga sila. Yan. Sa case ko po kasi lang, 6 yung ginamit ko before, hindi pa ako nagka-problema. And sa tingin ko wala naman. I'm not sure, no, pero you can try. Pero ako po, yung max ko po is 6. Hindi naman po siya nagkaroon ng issue. Yan. Hindi ko po sure kung ilan po yung max niya. Kasi hindi ka pa po siya inabot yung pinaka malaki po niyang number. Yan po. Yan. Miss Jade?
Okay, next question po. Pwede po bang pagsabayin ang Jamboard habang naka-Google Meet?
Yes po, pwede po siya. Kaya po ngayon, we're using Google Meet po. to present po to present yung topic ko po ngayon sa inyo. And sinishare ko lang po yung screen ko, pinapresent ko lang po sa inyong ganyan. And kanina po, nakita nyo po yung Jamboard ko po. Yan. So, pwede po siya. Don't worry. Miss Jade?
Last question po sa Google Jamboard. Paano po i-connect yung Jamboard sa Google Slide?
Hindi sa akin clear yung tanong kung paano i-connect.
Siguro sir yun yung habang nagpe-present, hindi, ang nasa isip ko is Google Meet tapos Google Slides. Siguro pwede natin makita yung kung merong follow-up question po yung nagtanong kanina. Kung paano i-connect yung Jamboard sa Google Slide. Okay. So, paano po i-connect yung Jamboard sa Google Slides? Yun talaga yung question niya. Sir Bien?
Paano i-connect? Hindi po sa akin clear yung paano po i-connect. Paano pong ililink po ba yan or kasi pag inapin po natin yung Jamboard dito, kasi po ang Jamboard is whiteboard lang po siya. So, I'm not sure kung ano po yung tanong po na na i-connect eh. Hindi po talaga clear sa akin yung question po na yun. Yan.
Okay, so let's move on po sa Google Slides. First question. Sir, pwede din po bang ma-save as picture yung mga pinalitan po ninyo na shape?
Yung pong naka-mask po na shape, pwede po. So, ito po mangyayari. Pakita ko lang po, no? Yan. So, buburahin ko lang po ito. Yan. Then, mag-a-add lang po ako ng isang image. Insert muna ako ng image kunwari. Yun na lang dog kanina. Ayan. Okay. Now, if you mask po ito, kung ito po yung tanong nyo ngayon sa akin about mask, i-mask ko po siya sa heart shape. Okay. And, I can download na po ito as JPEG po. Yan. So, pag kinlik ko po yan, current slide, siya po yung current slide na yan. I-click ko po siya. Yan. So, ito kunwari yung heart. So, pag-click ko po niyan, ito na po yung image na yon. Isang image na po siya na nasa heart. Yan. Okay po. Yan. Sige po, Miss Jade.
Okay, thank you sir. Next question po sa Google Slides. May videos din po ba na free to use and share?
Meron kasi mga YouTube video na sinasabi nila na free to use, pero para mas safe kayo, yung URL, isama nyo na lang po or i-acknowledge nyo na lang po yung owner po ng video na yon just to make sure. Yan. Kasi unlike po ng image po kasi, kapag sinearch po kasi ni Google yung mga free, nakukuha po niya yung mga free videos. Sa atin po kasi for example, sa Google din, let's say dogs, yan. Meron po kasi kayong videos dito. Videos, pwede rin kayong mag-set din po ng settings. Advanced search. So dito po, wala po tayong option dito to check kung siya po ay free to use. So mas maganda po, ikabit nyo na lang po yung kanyang link po ng owner para safe lang po kayo. Okay po, Ms. Jade.
Okay, next question po, sir. Can I import my ready-made presentation in MS PowerPoint to Google Slides?
Yes, pwede po. Actually, ano po yun? I-open nyo po sa Google Slides. So, after nyo pong ma-transfer dito yung PowerPoint, i-open with nyo lang po siya. Open with Google Slides. Pero, reminder lang po meron pong possible changes na mangyari doon. Especially, kung yung animation po na sa PowerPoint ay hindi po supported ng Google Slides. Yan po. Okay po. Ms. Jade?
Alright, so ito namang question na to, sir, ay kabaliktaran. Sa MS PowerPoint, sir, pag in-upload po ito at in-open sa MS PowerPoint, meron po ba magbabago sa layout or designs?
Minsan may nagbabagong kaunti pero hindi naman siya major. Yan. Meron pa rin kayong kailangang i-adjust. So for example, I will try sa ating ginawa ngayon. Ito. Na-download ko itong dog na to. Download as PowerPoint. Okay. So ang name ko dyan is dog for PowerPoint. Yan. And yung isa na ginawa natin ito, file, I will download ito as PowerPoint. For PowerPoint. Yan. So, i-open ko yung dog. Minsan meron siyang changes pero hindi naman ganun kalaki. Yan. Enable editing. Yan. So, sa dog ko, okay pa ito. Walang problema. I'm using PowerPoint now. Save pa siya. Okay. And yung isa dito, yan, enable editing. Yan. So far okay din naman yung image ko dito. Ito, yung aking video, wala na po siya. Hindi na po siya YouTube video. Naging ano po siya, picture na lang. So yan po yung ilang pong mga kailangan nyo pong i-adjust if you want to transfer po yung slide nyo papuntang PowerPoint. Yan. So pero minor lang po yan, ilan lang po yan, hindi naman po malaki. Yan. Okay po, Ms. Jade.
Okay, second to the last question. Pwede daw po ba mag-add ng audio sa Google Slides?
Yes. Yes, pwede po tayong mag-add po ng audio. So kung mag-add lang po tayo ng audio, just click lang po itong insert audio. Yan, ito lang po yan. Para din po siyang video. Click ko po siyang audio. Yan. So pwede po kayo dito mag-search po ng audio na nasa my drive nyo po. Or yung pong naka-share po sa inyo. So much better po, mag-upload muna po kayo ng MP3 na audio. Tapos saka nyo po dito isa-search po. Check ko po kung meron po akong MP3 na audio. Yan. Ito, meron po ako ditong music upbeat. I think MP3 po yata ito. MP4. So, ano po ito? Video. Itong isa. MP3. Yan. So, medyo malaki po yung file. Yan. Pwede nyo muna pong i-upload sa Google Drive po dito. I will try lang po akong mabilis lang po siya ma-upload. New file upload. Music. Mukhang matagal po siyang ma-upload. Wala po ako ng recorder po Tatry ko lang po mag-record ng audio. Hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Audio test for upload. Audio test for upload. Stop ko na po siya. Kasi alam ko po ito ay MP3. Recording number 2. Yan. So, i-upload ko po yan. File upload. recording, ito po, number 2. Kasi ito po ay, ang format po niya is M4A. So, I will check po kung aandar po ito. Ibang format po kasi sa Microsoft eh. So, insert audio. Yan. So, my drive M4A. Hindi po niya nakikita po yung aking audio file. Yan. So, dapat po MP3 po para mas sure. Okay po, Miss Jade.
Okay, last question po natin. If the document in Google Slides is published on the web, can students download it or for viewing only?
Kapag yung inyo pong presentation po, for example, ito po kasi yung kanina natin ginawa na publish to the web. Ayan. Okay. Pwede na po kayo dito mag-stop publishing. Ayan. Pag click po itong stop publishing na yan, wait lang po natin. Ayan. Are you sure you want to stop publishing this document? Okay nyo lang po yan. Ayan. So, wala na po siya. Yan. So, hindi na po siya ma-access po ng student niyo po kasi wala na po yung link natin. Hindi na po siya available. Yan. So, ganun lang po mag-stop po ng publishing po ng inyo pong slides, ng Google Slides. Okay po? Yan. Okay, Ms. Jade?
Alright, thank you again, Sir Bien, sa isa na naman pong busog-lusog na session natin today. Do you have any message po ba for our participants? Or maybe may assignment ba sila?
Meron po tayong assignment. Ito ka po Ang kailangan nyo lang pong gawin is gagawa lang po kayo ng slide presentation po, 5 slide po. Kayo pong bahala po sa content. So, dapat po pumasok po dyan yung pag-insert po ng picture, pag-add po ng video, pati po text. Yan. So, 4 po yung slide nyo. 4 po to. 5 po bali, 5. Yung pang 5th slide nyo po, yan po ay reference. Yan. Reference. Okay po. So, lahat po ng pinagkuhanan nyo po ng inyo po mga images and text, kailangan nyo pong ilagay dito. So, 5 slide presentation po. Kayo po ang bahala sa design, kayo po ang bahala sa title, sa text, at sa mga images and video. Okay po? Pag nagawa nyo po yan, isave nyo lang po sa inyo, and sa last day, sasabihin ko po kung ano po ang inyong gagawin dyan. Basta i-prepare nyo lang po siya para po sa last part, wala na po kayong poproblemahin. Okay po? Yan. Hindi po ako tumitingin sa kung napakaganda po nung gawa po ninyo. Basta gusto ko lang makita na sinubukan nyo pong gawin sa Google Slide. Okay po? Yan. So, yun na po ang kailangan nyong gawin na para po ma-practice po ninyo. Okay po, Miss Jade?
Alright, before we end our session, just a few announcements po ulit para sa mga bago lang, kaka-join lang this afternoon. Sa mga gustong panoorin ulit ang video, mapapanood po ninyo ang webinar replay sa aming FB page. So that's Habi Web Technologies. Please like and follow po para updated po kayo sa aming mga announcements at upcoming webinars. Available din po ang webinar replay sa aming website. Just visit www.habywebtechnologies.com and click webinars at the top menu. Click the webinar code HWTGS002. No need to remember the code dahil nandyan din naman po ang webinar name. So click niyo po yan and you will see the links for the webinar video. Sa website niyo rin po makikita ang link for the quiz na 1 take lang po. So, kung nakinig po tayo ng mabuti, for sure ay papasa po tayo. Submission of outputs at evaluation form ay starting July 10 until July 17, and certificates po ay makiklaim after a week, so that's July 24. So, sa mga tapos na po sa day 1 and day 2 assignments, please keep them first And hingin po namin sa inyo yan sa ating pong last day. Registration process, so until now, marami pa rin po nagtatanong paano kung na-miss ang day 1 at day 2. Pwede pa rin bang humabol? Yes po. All you have to do is follow the registration process. So, ano nga po ba ang process natin? First, like and follow our FB page for updates and notifications. Second, subscribe to Habi Web Technologies YouTube channel. Third, click going as a response to the FB event that we will release on our FB page. So, na-release na po namin ang FB event sa ating pong 5-day comprehensive G Suite Batch 2. So, hanapin nyo lang po yan sa event section po ng FB page po namin. And last, sharing is caring. So, share our events on your timeline or group chats so your friends, family, and colleagues can join too. So, pakibasa din po ang ating event details dahil nandyan po ang lahat na kailangan po ninyong malaman. So, after po nyan, panoorin po natin ang replay videos na na-miss natin ng mga sessions and make sure na mai-submit ang requirements within the deadline. So, I think that's all. Diyan po nagtatapos ang ating day 3. Thank you very much for joining us today. See you again on Wednesday, July 8, same time po at 2 p.m. God bless everyone and keep safe.